Diyos maray na aldaw kaninyo ngamin. Ngayon, ipapakita ko sa inyo ang kasaysayan ng lungsod ng Iriga.
Iriga, in the dialect means there is land, grew from pre-Spanish settlement of inhabitants composed mostly of farmers who came from Nabwa and are seeking a place where they can plant crops without the fear of being flooded. Iriga was established as a barrio in 1578 and as a town of Camarines Sur in 1684. The name Iriga was then converted into Iriga by the Spanish authorities alongside with the establishment of the first four barrios of Iriga, which are San Nicolas, San Isidro, San Agustin, and San Antonio Abad. Iriga was converted into a city through the signing of RA 5261, otherwise known as the Charter of Iriga City, on July 8, 1968, by the former President Ferdinand E. Marcos. The city, however, was formally organized and inaugurated as the third city of Bicol on September 3, 1968, by presidential proclamation and officiated by the President of the Philippines, which is why every September 3 of the year, the city celebrates the Charter Foundation anniversary. Currently, Iriga City is composed of 36 barangays, among which 11 made up of urban areas, while the 22 are rural areas. Irigeños are people of Iriga speak Rincona de Bicol. Irigeños of Austronesian lineage use the Iriga variant, while the indigenous and aboriginal groups of Agta or Negritos use the Agta variant of the language. Filipino and English are also understood and spoken because they are taught in the educational system. The predominant religion in the city is Roman Catholic with 93.99%, followed by Iglesia Ni Cristo with 1.26%, while the rest constitutes other religions. Iriga is bounded by the town of Buhi in the east, by the municipalities of Bao, Nabwa, and Batu in the west, by the province of Albay in the south, and by the municipalities of Ocampo and Sangay in the north. The St. Anthony Padua Parish. The first church was burned in 1585. The second church was damaged by a typhoon and destroyed by fire. The third church was constructed in 1727 and was also burned in 1841. The present church, together with the two belfries, was constructed shortly afterwards, in 1939. The Rizal Monument was built during the time of Mayor Gonzales, whose family donated the park's location. He held office in 1929 to 1937. The Torii Gate in Iriga Plaza. It was built in 1974, supervised by a Japanese landscaper named Akihiko Shimoso. Before the war, a statue of Rizal was built, and there was a pond with a fountain next to it. After the war, those who opposed the construction of the branch of Chowking in the 1970s in the southwest part of the statue, with the cooperation of JICA, created a Japanese garden as a symbol of Japan-Philippines friendship in 1974. And in 1988, it seems that the Torii Gate was built based on the design by a local artist. Barrett Bridge in Santiago, Iriga City. It is a clear part of Iriga's American colonial heritage. This century-old bridge in Santiago, Iriga City was declared as an important cultural property and national cultural treasure by the National Museum last December 23, 2015. The present Barrett Bridge in Santiago, Iriga City was built in 1914. In page 29 of the Quarterly Bulletin of the Bureau of Public Works, Volume 3, 1914, it said that the Barrett River Bridge was open for traffic on April 1, 1914. The Emerald Grotto sits at the Calvario Hill. The hill was believed to have been the lair of the most feared aswang. After its evangelization, the hill became the site for the staging the Pagtanggal, the Iriga folk version of the reenactment of the Passion of the Christ, hence the name Calvario Hill. The grotto faces Mount Iriga, offers a bird's-eye view of the city's central business district. This is where the Tinagba Festival culminates with the offering of the first and freshest harvest.
Ilian Hill. At its foot is a tribe of Agata who acquaintedly have preserved a modified version of the French quadrille. The Larencio de Iriga and natives' performance of Rinampo, a war dance imitating wild roosters in combat. The Ilian Hill settlement provides a glimpse of some aspects of the acculturated life of the Aitas. Ilian Hill is an idyllic elevation right at the slopes of Mount Iriga and home to the Agata Tabangon ethnic group, a gently vanishing race. Sarikaw. If you are a rock formation enthusiast, you are likely to visit Sarikaw. Sarikaw is the legendary hunter whom local folklore says was transformed into stone by a mountain goddess, as punishment for Sarikaw's intrusion into her abode. Shaped like a man and a dog, Sarikaw's monolith is located along the roadway towards Buhi town. Folklore of a man with his faithful dog hunting at the lower southwestern shoulder of Asab Mountain, who according to the stories was enchanted and turned to stone by the Encanto for hunting in the Forbidden Route. The lone standing monolith structure at the ridge of Mount Asab is reckoned by the locals and indigenous people living in the vicinity to be the deposition that the story did exist in the ancient times of the town. Si Sarikaw ang Agsi Maliksi. Sarikaw was known in his village for his hunting greatness. Sikaw, as the local term, referred to bowed arm. His name was then derived from his deformity, bringing him closer to his pet animals.
I'm here currently at the old Filtranco Terminal, and here is what's all left at the Alat Cunao Filtranco Terminal. The terminal was then relocated still on San Nicolas, Iriga City, but in a different location.
Yes! The superstar Grand Slam actress Nora Honor ang makakasama natin today.
Ayokong pinag-uusapan ng tungkol sa show business.
Nora Honor was born as Dora Cabaltera Villamayor in Barrio San Francisco, Iriga City, to Antonia Cabaltera and Eustacia Villamayor. She has 9 siblings including Eddie Villamayor, a former actor. She is known as Philippine cinema superstar and was conferred to as a National Artist of the Philippines for Film and Broadcast Arts in 2022. The Hollywood Reporter called her the Grand Dame of the Philippine cinema for her performances in the movies Taclob and Justicia and for her contributions to the film industry in the Philippines.
Iriga City, with its long history and rich heritage, houses plenty of unique and famous festivities. One of them is the Iriga City Charter Foundation Anniversary, which is held every September 3 of the year in order to celebrate the inauguration of Iriga being formally recognized as a third city of Bicol on September 3, 1968 by the Presidential Proclamation and officiated by the late President Bongbong Marcos. Next is Pinta Kasi. The Pinta Kasi is held every June 13th of the year, which is celebrated in order to commemorate the installation of San Antonio de Padua as the patron saint in 1683, right after Iriga became a municipality. Lastly is the Tinagba Festival, which is celebrated on February 11 every year. This festival is the modern recreation and restaging of the attack, which is another offertory rite during the pre-colonial times, done by offering the first and freshest harvest of the land. It mainly features a caravan of merrily decorated wagon and clothes, fully laden of fresh farm products.
Ibos, it is a sticky rice mixed in coconut cream with anise and salt, wrapped in young coconut leaves, then boiled in a coconut cream. Halipi, it is made from rice flour or harina, cassava flour or aliyon, with sugar and lucadon, usually wrapped in banana leaves in a triangle shape, then boiled. Sinasa, this is a freshly picked tomato salad with grilled filled grilled fried tilapia or tinapa with spices like onions, some garlic, and gingers, sprinkled with as little salt. Gulay na katnga. It is cooked with a sun-dried katnga in libas leaves. With complete spices, its flavor is enhanced by the ground lemongrass and chili. It is creamier textures and from coconut milk, added balaw, shrimp paste, or chicken meat. Differs from Tagalog sanglay in that main ingredient is either tilapia, carp, or mudfish, which back are slit butterfly then stuffed with like iba, lemongrass, tomatoes, onion, garlic, and ginger, and wrapped in either leaves of katnga, tanag, or libi-libi.
I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. What's come over me feels like I'm somebody else. I get overwhelmed in my mind late at night, overthinking everything in my life, just wondering if I'm doing anything right. All these demons inside start to really come alive.